So I always like to start off, and this goes back to conversations I had with leaders in the field, people like Gary Nobel and Tony Fauci and numerous Nobel Prize winners early in the 2000s, when I would go to a conference and present my RNA data, and they would say to me, "That's very interesting, Drew, but when are you going to do something useful?" RNA had failed clinical trials. No biotechs or pharmaceuticals had any interest in it. And they thought I was wasting my time studying RNA. And they were trying to convince me to move on to something else. And my argument was always, well, RNA has enormous potential. At this time, and even now, the largest field in pharmaceutical sciences are monoclonal antibodies. There are monoclonal antibody treatments for cancer, autoimmune diseases, hypercholesterolemia, osteoporosis, migraines, and they keep developing more. The problem with monoclonal antibodies is this is what it takes to make them in a factory. You start with a 50,000 liter drum full of cells. Those cells make your protein. Then you have to purify that protein away from all the fetal calf serum and other cell culture components. For every new protein, you start over. The cost of a monoclonal antibody treatment is $50,000 to $100,000 a year. So that's excessive for much of America, and it's completely untouchable for the majority of the world. With RNA is made in a simple enzymatic reaction. There are no human cells. It's simply an enzyme and some chemicals. For the current vaccines, J&J uses 50,000 liter drums to make their adenovirus vaccine. Moderna and BioNTech use 100-liter bioreactors to run their simple enzymatic reaction. They both produce about the same number of doses of vaccine. For RNA, if you want to change vaccines, you want to put a new variant in, or you want to make a flu vaccine or HIV or anything else, you just pop in a new sequence, and everything else is identical. For protein vaccines, for adenovirus vaccine, you start over and you reinvent everything. So RNA is fast, simple, and as we've seen, very easy to expand.